Hi, I'm Jackie Noblett, reporter with Ignites. I'm here with Tom Gonnella. Tom is Executive Vice President at Lincoln Trust. Tom, thanks so much for talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
So we're a year into fee disclosure with the DOL. What have we learned as a retirement industry, and what more needs to be done to make fee disclosure work?
Well, I've always said this is 1.0 at best. I think the DOL, you applaud their efforts that they've put their toe in the water of fee disclosure and trying to get fees more transparent in the retirement industry. That certainly needs to happen. Certainly these rules don't take us anywhere near where we need to be. For example, the majority of cost in a retirement plan, over 84% by most studies, will tell you that 84% of the fees in a retirement plan or cost are in the investments. So if you look at the disclosures, they don't dig into the investments enough to really bring to light to the employee or the employer those costs that, again, make up the majority of a plan's fees.
So in terms of comparing the costs of whatever your investment choices are to their peer group, or just the actual, inside the costs, can you elaborate?
Sure. So if you look at the disclosure requirements, how they're written today is they say for every $1,000 that you as an employee have in your retirement plan, we have to disclose as a provider, here's the percent cost for each fund. So XYZ fund, for every $1,000 you have in that fund, 1.12%, or whatever it may be. So you as an employee then have to figure out how much you have in that fund and do the math. And that's just to get the investment cost. There aren't too many employees that we run across that are going to make those calculations. We've actually created a report that does all that for our clients, but the majority of the industry, because they sell investments, really don't want those costs to come to light. And that's where we need to focus. So
you just mentioned the report that you offer. That's for plan sponsors or plan participants?
Both. So we have a report that the plan sponsor and the advisor can review at a plan level, and then also benchmarks their plan to average demographics, similar demographics of their plan. And then there's also a more detailed report that they can get access to for their participants that show, it's actually a simple report, and then they can get the detail behind it, but it's basically, here's your plan expense ratio, as we call it. So for example, you might be at 1.2%, and the average plan, as average employee in a plan your size, is paying 1%. So you have to look to that detailed report to say, where am I paying more? And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be in those investments.
So are you expecting this, or this report that you offer, or the fee disclosure in general, to the level of detail as you think necessary? Do you see that changing either plan sponsor, advisor, or plan participant behavior in terms of investment choices?
I think the more education you can give participants and the employer, the more they're going to ask for this type of information. I mean, at a minimum, whether their costs are in line or not, the real question should be, let's give everyone the proper information, the full detail, every penny that's flown in and out of the plan, and let them make the appropriate decision. They may choose to pay more for their plan than the average. That's okay. You're going to have that. Someone's got to pay more than the average. But let's at least let them understand and know the information so they can make that informed decision.